Hey, greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome. So kind of a little bit of a different video than what I've been doing lately, and I really didn't want to do this in a live stream, but maybe if this video gets enough likes, enough engagement, maybe I will throw it in for a live stream down the future. Um, right now, there's a lot of things that's going on that's pretty hectic, and so yeah, there might not be any live streams this week at all. But I'll post on Twitter as to why. So if you're following me on Twitter, then you're good to go there. And maybe this was a bad idea to shoot this outside. Last couple of days, it's been storming and it's been rain, and so there's like debris everywhere that I gotta clean up back here. And yeah, when there's debris and water and stuff like that, there's mosquitoes and flies, so that sucks. Okay. Anyways, what I wanted to talk to you guys about, it's like kind of like a two-part. The first part of it is a bit of a rumor that I'm kind of excited about. If this rumor actually is real, then I'm gonna be like big thumbs up to Google. If it's not, wah, wah. Oh well. And then like a kind of like a what if, okay? So yeah, this is gonna be pretty interesting. Don't go anywhere. Okay, so first of all, there's been some talks and rumors about a compact Pixel device coming, and it's kind of crazy that Google's gonna do this, but I think it's a great idea that Google is doing this if they intend to actually do one, because there is a market for smaller form factor devices. One of the biggest reasons that I've seen that people have posted about not upgrading to the Pixel 6 or 6 Pro is because they're much larger devices than what the person would have been comfortable using. And so, yeah, I definitely see that. Now, if you kind of look at the history of Google Pixel phones, there's always been a base model and an XL model, base model being a compact design. And that has always come through up until the Pixel 4. Beyond that generation, Google kind of did it differently. So they had the Pixel 5, which was compact. They had the Pixel 4a, which was the mid-ranger. And then they had the 4a 5G, which had every bit of what the Pixel 5 had, in a much larger form factor, and was also the larger form factor for the 4a. So it played double duty for the 5 and the 4a, being the larger size of it. And then the Pixel 5a just kind of like brought new features into the 4a 5G's large size. Going forward from that, it's always been large size after that, because the 6 Pro are big form factor devices. The 6a, which is the smallest of the 6 series, still kind of a larger form factor design, but a lot of people are saying that the 6a is more comfortable because it is a bit smaller than the 6, and it's a bit more narrow, which kind of reminds me of the Pixel 4. So to be in all seriousness, I thought to myself, if I could design the compact Pixel phone that is to come probably at launch with the Pixel 7, or maybe a little bit after the Pixel 7, here's what I would throw into it. And before I do it, because there's going to be people that's going to jump in, look, I'm not constraining it by pricing, so pricing doesn't have an influence in what I'm thinking that they should throw in there to just really make this thing just pop to the entire Pixel community. Pricing I'm not really too concerned about. Now, when we start getting into pricing, of course, some of the things that I'm going to say that they should include in it are obviously going to be taken out for pricing reasons. And wow, I'm getting like notifications right now. So anyhow, let's just kind of silent that. So what would I design? Because it could either be the Pixel 5 or the Pixel 4. But between the two of the small form factor pixels, I would go with the 4 design. When I mean design, I'm talking about the height and the width of the Pixel 4. They could probably make a camera visor that would go across, but I think some people would kind of rip on it, especially if it was much skinnier than like on the Pixel 6a, the 6, and the 6 Pro. Because the thing about it is that you do have a large enough display to do biometric fingerprint sensor in the display. So I would like that to be there as a form of security. But I would also love for them to bring back Project Soli so we can get the face unlock that we got on the Pixel 4 and 4 XL. I think that the face unlock on this thing was awesome. It was amazing. People compared it to Face ID on Apple. They said it was much faster. Hey, to each their own. It could be a placebo effect. I don't know. But I do know that when I wake the screen, it unlocks and it's ready to go. And I would love for that to be in the compact Pixel device. Display-wise, I'm not someone that's going to cry if it has a little bit of a forehead to house the radar sensor chips for motion sense, because I feel like that people didn't really get to know motion sense only because the battery played the biggest the biggest, not form factor, but the biggest reasoning why people were so quick to just say motion sense is just ridiculous, you know. And so, with that, I feel like people would have gotten to know motion sense much better if the 4 and 4XL had a much better battery. So with the compact Pixel, if I'm asking them to put the radar chip back in and let's put motion sense back into it, and let's get a face unlock along with a in-display biometric fingerprint sensor as a backup for security, I would say for the compact Pixel, let's throw in a 5,200 milliamp hour battery. That way we have enough juice to really kind of run motion sense. If we wanted to play around with it, with the new gestures, like hand gestures, that you would be able to control things on the device. Whew. Yeah, gotta love bikers. Shout out to bikers out there. But I think that would be great with a smaller form factor Pixel device. If they were to go back to this design with the square module, I wouldn't rip on Google for doing that. But I would say if you're gonna put in a square module, let's get 3 sensors in the back. So let's get in the telephoto, let's get in the ultra wide, and let's get in the wide angle shot. If you went with the Samsung GM1, I think it's what the model is. Someone correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But that 50 megapixel camera sensor, you can throw that in there. If you want to be, hey, it's not broke, so we don't need to fix it type of thing, you could do the Sony IMX363 camera sensor. By all means, go ahead. But I'm saying, like, let's get 3 camera sensors in the back. But what would make this compact phone so freaking epic is to bring in the Pixel 3's selfie cameras. The Pixel 3 had 2 selfie cameras, a regular selfie cam and an ultra wide selfie cam for groupie shots. So bring that in. You know how much of a Frankenstein beast this thing is already sounding? We're talking about 2 cameras in the front, 3 cameras in the back, a 5,200 milliamp hour battery, Project Soli radar chip built into it, face unlock, in-display fingerprint sensor, and a much stabler, faster fingerprint sensor than what the Pixel 6 has, maybe. And then to top it all off, the Tensor 2. The Tensor 2 chip in the phone. Wow, awesomeness. I would definitely say it would be so awesome to have that on there. That would be my wish list for it, definitely. Of course, wireless charging. I'm not gonna go that far to say, MagSafe charging like iPhones, but wireless charging would be nice. But yeah, that's what I would throw into a compact Pixel phone if I was working for Google and if I was designing this phone to bring out alongside the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro. And could Neela actually be the third device that people were talking about? Because there's speculations of the Pixel 7 Ultra, a Pixel 7 Fold, and now a compact Pixel. Of the 3, okay, this is subjective, so you guys can disagree, but of the 3, I would rather take a compact Pixel device over a foldable Pixel device and over a Ultra version of the Pixel device. We don't really need an Ultra version. That's why we have a Pro model for. We have the 7, and then we have a Pro model. We don't need an Ultra one, so let's throw that out of there. It'd be dope to have a Fold, and if I could have it my way, bring a compact and a Fold. But if it's down to just picking one or the other, then I would say do the compact now, do the Fold next year, is what I would say. But yeah, if you could design the compact Pixel, what would you have it have? Either previous older Pixel device adaptations to it, or something new, or something from another brand like Samsung or Apple. Sky's the limit. Go nuts in the comments. And then also, do you believe that Google is in tune with a market that is looking for a compact design, and that they are in fact building a compact Pixel phone? You guys let me know in the comments. These bugs are bugging the hell out of me. I can't wait for the cold season, because then they all go away. But until then, thanks for checking out this video. I'm about to dip out. Peace. Have a good night.